Towards the end of this video, I assure you, you will know how to get rid of your bad habits and how to develop new good habits. If you are my Instagram follower, you know that I always give this particular mantra for success, which is one day at a time, because I know for a fact that brick by brick we grow. And that's exactly what James Clear tries to convey in his book Atomic Habits. In this video, we will try to understand the gist of the book Atomic Habits. So make sure that you watch the entire video. Hi people, I'm Siddhi, your very own book gobbler, and welcome to my channel. If you like books and everything bookish, then you make sure that you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on my future videos. So I recently happened to listen to the audiobook Atomic Habits, and I decided to give you all a gist of this book through this video because I thought this book is very important for our growth. I assure you that you will get a proper understanding of what the author tries to convey in this book through this video. But I will also urge you all to go ahead and read the book, because when you read the book, it magnifies your experience and it gives you a deeper understanding of the concepts. So without further ado, let's get started. What is Atomic Habits? What is an atom? Atom is basically the smallest part of an element, right? And that is exactly what the author is trying to put through his book Atomic Habits. What he means is small effective habits that are going to be long term and that will keep you energized. These small effective habits will be your incredible source of power. Now this book comprises of a few big ideas that the author shares. Now these ideas will help you get rid of your bad habits and will help you inculcate new good habits. These ideas are quite simple, and if you practice these ideas every day, believe me, you will see an incredible amount of change in your personality. If you want to inculcate a new habit, make sure that you give at least 1% to that new habit every day. That is, take small steps. For instance, if you want to start reading, then make sure that you're reading at least 5 or 10 pages every day. Make sure that you're doing it every day. Your focus should be on the process and not the goal, because when you think about the goal, you are certainly going to come under that pressure, the performance pressure, and you don't want that. You want to become a reader, and that's why you are following a certain process. Concentrate on that process. Don't concentrate on becoming a reader. Concentrate on reading. To inculcate that habit, you need to create a success-driven environment. For instance, you want to get started on reading, then you need to make certain changes in your environment. That is, if you want to read for 15 minutes every day before going to bed, then make sure that the books that you want to read are kept next to your bed. There are 4 principles that govern our habits, which is cue, craving, response, and reward. For instance, if you want to start running, then running is your cue. Staying healthy is your craving. Taking action, that is getting up and going for your early morning jogs or runs, is your response. And your reward is the sweet pain or the rejuvenation that you feel post workout. And ultimately what you get is a good health, which is your ultimate goal. Behavior change, the 4 laws of behavior change. If you want to inculcate a very good habit, then make sure that it is visible or obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, make the whole process satisfying. Now these laws help you create a conducive ecosystem for you to achieve that particular habit. For instance, if you want to start reading, then make sure that these books are visible to you. They have a proper dedicated bookshelf which is very attractive, and these books are not stacked upon one another. That is, you need to have an easy access to these books, and you need to understand that once I'm done reading, this is going to give me a very satisfying feeling. This habit tracker. Now this is very important. I follow this myself and it helps you a lot. Now this helps you understand if you've been keeping up with these habits that you want to inculcate on an everyday basis. You can see a habit tracker that's displayed on your screen right now. You can create one like that, or you can download a template online. Make sure that you record your habits every day in this habit tracker. And habit trackers are important because these are the visual proofs of your progress. Next, the author talks about 2-minute rule, which is the decisive moment. Now, decisive moment is that one final push that you need. Unless and until you are going to push yourself to pick up that book, you're not going to read it. So you need that one final push, and who is going to decide that? That's going to be you. The author speaks about Goldilocks rule to stay motivated, which is to find that soft spot. Not too hard, not too soft, but just fine. That is one that is manageable. So what is manageable when it comes to reading? Can you read like for 15 minutes every day, or can you read 10 pages every day? That is manageable, right? That way you're not being too hard on yourself. It's just manageable. 10 minutes every day or 10 pages every day, up to you. Habit stacking, this simply means to follow up one good habit with another. Again, the template for habit stacking is flashing on your screen right now. You can create a template similar to this, or you can download the printable that is available freely online. What does habit stacking really mean? To explain it in simpler terms, you can say that before going to bed at 9 p.m., I'll be reading for 10 minutes every day. We are almost towards the end of this video, and I hope I have made these concepts clear. If not, if you have any questions pertaining to these concepts, then make sure that you drop your questions in the comments box below. Moving on, in the 10th big idea, the author talks about temptation bundling. What does that mean? It means to wrap around a good habit with a temptation that you have. For instance, for a brief period of time, I was addicted to Clubhouse. Now, how would I manage with my reading? Because reading helps me earn. So I would say I will finish this particular book today, complete my review, and then go on Clubhouse at 8 p.m. every day. And that is how I managed to read one book a day, write the review for that, and then go on Clubhouse and give my opinions in different rooms that the Clubhouse hosted. Basically, under this principle, you combine the habit you need and the habit you want. I need to script for my YouTube videos, and after that I'll go and read for 30 minutes. So these are extremely simple ways to inculcate a good habit. It is just one day at a time. It is very simple, very doable if you happen to push yourself to do it every day. Small steps every day is what it takes. Now coming to how do you get rid of bad habits? Quite simple. Do exactly the opposite that you do for inculcating good habits. For instance, if you want to give up smoking, keep your cigarettes out of your reach. Don't go to that panwala shop to buy those cigarettes in your free time. Make the whole process look difficult, exhaustive, and unattractive. And lastly, keep feeding your brain that smoking is injurious to your health. But when it comes to addictions, you need to wean off slowly. So make sure that you, one, take a expert advice, and two, you can pull it with temptation bundling and go one step at a time. For instance, I will go out for a smoke only after I'm done making the presentation. So this is all that James Clear tries to convey in his book Atomic Habits. It's quite understandable, quite doable, a very practical approach towards life. And I say this because I've been doing this for the longest time, one day at a time, because brick by brick we grow. Believe me, I have read so many books before this, but this book has a real practical approach that is never going to perish. Before I sign out, I only say this: you need to read this book at least once in your life, and it is sure for keeps. You can purchase this book. I have given the link in the description box below. Please do check it out. So that's all for today. I'll be back with more bookish videos. You keep safe and happy reading. Bye.